Okay, can we go to game
Yeah.
to play to watch the match between Gypsy and CruZaGo?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Oh, this is another map which Hatchet will like very much. Frogstar World B. This is another foreigner map. I think it's made by Jucado or Freaklink. These are two very nice map makers out of our foreigner scene. And they are posting some maps on Team Liquid sometimes. That's how we got them. We got them into our into tournament.
Yeah. Me and Gypsy were looking at this map before he played, and when I was looking at it, I was like, what is this? There's a spiral in the middle of the map. I thought they were walls. If they were walls, how do you attack? But they're actually ramps, so you can actually move wherever you want. But the thing is that because there's ramps, you don't have vision. So it's
Yeah.
actually pretty hard to move around. Pretty interesting map, but I was talking to Gypsy after he played and he said he hates this map just because he can't see anything.
Yeah, and I never played on this map. I will be totally honest, but when I look at it, and I look at it very closely because it was one of the first like this not very known map which we was considering to take, and the options that this like lines are blocking visions are from my perspective very interesting. So that's why we chose it. And let's see. No break. Break after this game.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
So 4-4 is the score, and Gypsy versus CruZaGo is now our match. The best Terran out of North America, as Nyoken said. Let's see how good will Gypsy play against CruZaGo, because CruZaGo is also a very good Protoss player. I guess he's from Chile.
Yeah, I've played CruZaGo a few times on the ladder. He seems to play mass gateway style, even skips arbiters. And I've watched Gypsy play a lot. I think versus Gypsy style, where he also just builds tons of tanks. His macro is really on point. It's going to be really hard for CruZaGo to keep up with Gypsy's macro, simply because, the 200 Terran army is just flat out better than the 200 Protoss army if you don't have arbiters.
Yeah, definitely. And when it comes to the point when you are fighting 200 against 200, Protoss army is just melting against Terran, especially well upgraded army.
Yep, so I'm hoping that CruZaGo mixes in arbiters, because if he doesn't, like what I've seen on the ladder, it's going to be ugly for him very quickly. All the fights are going to go terribly for him. But also, like we pointed out, the vision factor could come into play where maybe Mihai or maybe Gypsy is slightly out of position and gets flanked by a ton of Protoss units that he doesn't see coming, and then maybe the entire tank line gets wiped out.
Maybe we should show the entire map, because there are the high grounds and high ground and low ground. So these are all the like cliffs, I would call it. And you don't. This is what Nyoken was speaking about. You have no vision out of that cliff. So this is very interesting map, and it can go either way. It can give advantage to a Protoss, but it can also give advantage to a Terran. You just need to use it properly, I believe.
Yeah, and just looking at the bases of Protoss, we're going to have Gateway Cyber build, probably into expansion, and Gypsy going for the standard gasless expand. Everything just normal so far. I think this is Gypsy's preferred build. Like I said, he's a big time macro player, and by doing this build, his macro will be in full gear. CruZaGo will have to do something to punish it for sure.
So this is gasless expansion. We are seeing it very often. This is new meta right now. This gasless expansion.
Yeah. And I want to point out, remember TT1 just played a few games ago. Remember his command center went down at 20 supply. Gypsy, maybe he's okay. Actually, I was gonna say he was trying to build it right. Oh, did you catch that probe?
No, but Why did he build the supply depot before the command center?
Well, the thing is now that he got his command center blocked, you're gonna have to build Marines to kill this pylon.
But you can build
Oh,
command
actually,
center and then fly it into the right location.
yeah, that's true. Maybe he should have just built the command center first. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
look at the
he
command center.
wasn't
It's going
delayed.
down at 17
Yeah, he
instead of
wasn't
20.
delayed too much, so I believe it was pretty fine. And I don't know if this pylon was worthy, but it was always something tricky. I never can count precisely this kind of thing if it's worthy or not.
Yeah, also at the same time, Gypsy hasn't scouted Protoss. And if you can't get your Sim City up with that Rax Depot command center, well, now the Zealot can just run in and start fighting the Marine one-on-one, which is terrible for you. So that's another reason why you want to get the Marine out. And I want to point out we actually have a proxy pylon at the top. That makes me think it's going to be proxy Reaver. And this is a good build versus the gasless expand because your factory's so late that a Reaver can actually just kill the bunker, and then you're going to have a flood of Dragoons into the natural very easily.
Oh yeah, but I'm wondering if he can build over here.
Oh, that's right. I don't know the map well enough. Can he build here? Oh, he's moving the probe. Can he not build here?
So that was a pylon for scouting.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
job, CruZaGo. Good job. Oh, that was pretty funny. I thought it would be robotics. Why he's not making one in the main base?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so clearly both players have not played this map really, but that would have been a great move by CruZaGo. He would have punished Gypsy for sure. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And now going for fast expansion will definitely put him in the worst position because Gypsy is already mining from his own natural, where Kura is just started his Nexus. I would like to see maybe another Nexus out of him just to maybe gain some advantage in the later stage.
Yeah, double expand is pretty normal. This Nexus is actually not that late. It's after 3 Dragoons. That's pretty standard. We actually see a fast Citadel for CruZaGo. Now, I've been talking about how he likes to play the Mass Gate style. We could actually see 2-base Arbiter here. This SCV is still alive, though. Is he going to scout it?
Oh, yeah, I think he'll scout the Citadel of Adun, and this is huge. CruZaGo didn't realize even he's not shooting to this SCV, but 2 SCVs are only repairing the bunker. I think that should be like the same amount of SCVs as the Dragoons shooting.
Yeah, but now he's got enough SCVs to repair. Gypsy, yeah. I'm looking at his build. We've got 1 factory armory. This is the new Flash style where you just get super fast upgrades. You kind of just survive off of 1 factory into 3 factory into 5 factory, take your side of the map, and then wait for Protoss to make a big attack on you, lose their whole army, and then counterattack.
So this is like a fast plus 2-1 upgrade, I understand, yeah? Not on 2 bases.
This is going to be even faster. The normal 2-1 timing is about 14 minutes. That's when Terran's looking to move out on the map. But this armory, it's going to be done at 5:50. And after the armory completes, it's about 6 minutes to get +2. That means we're going to have an 11:50 or 12-minute +2 timing. That's absolutely absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, but the arbiter timing will be also... I don't know it very well, but I think it will be relatively fast. This is 6 minutes and we already have Stargate done. And I don't know why he's like letting this tank to get more value.
Yeah, this is going to be also a very fast Arbiter. I think the Arbiter Tribunal is about 50 seconds also. That means we're going to have about a 7:15 or so Arbiter started. And once the Arbiter is in production, it's about 3:50 to get recall. And an 11-minute recall, that's pretty damn fast too. So Gypsy's going to have to be playing pretty carefully because I'm looking at the main now. Look how big the main is. Holy crap. How many turrets does he have to build to defend a recall?
Oh yeah. That's
it's literally half the map. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he's going to have to be very careful with turrets and have to be very on top of the recall timing. Because it is a 2-base Arbiter coming out from CruZaGo. Instantly starts it. So, yeah, look for recall around 11 minutes. But that's going to be fine for Gypsy because he's not looking to attack at 11 minutes anyways. He's going to be playing defensively. So, CruZaGo is going to have a very good recall for it to actually deal damage.
Oh, and he's already adding starport, probably because he wants to keep up the upgrades and he wants to have science facility as soon as possible. So, because maybe also for a vessel, because there is so quick arbiter that vessel will be very useful too. Oh, there are 3 vultures which are trying to gain some value, but oh, he will be able. Oh, he's having no mines, so.
Yeah, a couple vultures getting. I'm actually shocked it got in, getting a couple probe kills.
Yeah, I think this was 3 probes so far. This is something.
Yeah, not bad. Gypsy floating a bit of money here.
And CruZaGo probe count is not very high, so every probe matters right now. Yeah, you're right. I think Gypsy should add like maybe 3 factories. I don't know how many factories you should add in this stage, but he definitely have economy to start making more units. Oh, I think he will start 4 factories immediately.
Yeah, there he goes. He's putting them down now. He's got his 3rd command center going. I think he's going to take this mid-left base. That'll be a good spot for him. He can put turrets there. It will help defend recall. He doesn't have to move very far to defend the main or natural. And I think he's going to start expanding to the bottom because, again, that base will also cover a potential recall. So, yeah, I like Gypsy's build right here. Actually, Gypsy somehow is even up in supply. How's that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this very fast arbiter did slow down CruZaGo so much, but...
Oh, the top! Look at the top of this vulture! Is it gonna get through? Oh my gosh, it almost through with a mine.
Yeah, he caught 2 probes which was being intercepted, but beside that, I think it will take for... Oh, he's... There was a gap. It was so easy. And all the probes will go down probably. Gypsy have too high APM to lose it.
Yeah, so now this 3rd base is shut down. CruZaGo's desperately sending Dragoons, but I actually think it's probably just going to die as soon as it gets up to this pylon. There's 3 mines here. Goodbye, Dragoon.
Oh!
Oh, what?
How did it happen? Oh, but Dragoon can get through. Only Vulture can. This is pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
This Vulture
yeah,
value.
Gypsy's macro is kicking in full gear. Now we've got 7 factories going up. Command center's floating out. He's taking his 3rd base any moment now. I hear the Arbiter. It's out. And it's going to have energy for recall in about 1 minute. I'm looking for it. There it is. Already at 110 energy. And Gypsy, I don't think recognizes how fast this recall is coming because we don't see any turrets at all from him.
But what will he recall? He have like 9 Dragoons? 8 Dragoons? Maybe? Yeah, 9 Dragoons exactly. And 1 Zero. This is
army's actually nothing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the recall would be his whole army. Wow. So absolutely nothing here from CruZaGo, but at least he Arbiter.
Oh, I can't believe he's going for it. Oh
Gypsy
my god.
scanned that army and he's like, what is this? Nothing. He's gonna kill it all.
Yeah, without this recall, I think the Protoss army would be gone now. Because without the stasis, sorry.
Yeah, that was actually a huge stasis from CruZaGo, but like you said, there was only 10 Dragoons. Oh man. He's still only on 5 gate? Really, his econ is not... Oh my gosh, actually look at the Nexus in his main. The reason he doesn't have probes are stuck.
Oh, 4 probes. Oh my god. I didn't know you can do it.
I didn't either, but yeah. Oh my gosh, imagine if those probes were probably mining for the past 5 minutes. His econ would be way better. That's unfortunate. First the robotics, now the probes. Definitely not CruZaGo's game this time.
Oh, he's denying mining. This is definitely something, and he will force the scan and now probably... Oh, he should escape from that. This is his entire army.
Yeah, it's his whole army. Like, wow, there's just absolutely nothing from CruZaGo. Gypsy's still ahead in supply. Still, he's about to have +2. That means he's going to be attacking pretty soon. CruZaGo's got to get some units out, but look at his money. He has no... He's spending all his money really well. Just somehow he just doesn't have any resources.
And now he finally started mining from this 12 o'clock expansion. 1 Vulture deny mining for 5 minutes out there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but Gypsy macro is incredible. I mean, he
Yeah.
still have some bank, but he's having 2-0. Oh, no 2-0. Oh, 2-0 in few seconds. Ground army against 0-0-0 and almost no army from Protoss.
Yeah, no army for Protoss. At least he does have 2 arbiters, so he does have stasis available. Another arbiter is in production. But yeah, Gypsy's looking to attack within the next minute, minute and a half. And there's just going to be no way to stop it. CruZaGo doesn't have the econ right now. Vultures are going to the top again. Again, the wall is not there.
And the cannons are not ready, so no, he didn't mind for a long time. That's why he don't have money for army.
Gosh. I feel bad for CruZaGo. Like, everything is going wrong in this game. And now, all of the units went to the top. He's going to lay a huge minefield and then probably just counterattack the Protoss. I don't see how Protoss can stop it.
But the probes will be intercepted by just vultures, so very intelligent play out of Gypsy. He saw that these probes are being evacuated and he immediately sent the vultures over there to intercept them. It was something.
Yeah, and now Gypsy, he's got to be moving out pretty soon. He's kind of misstepped a little bit. The macro's a little off, but still everything's going right for him. He's got his 3rd base. I expect the 4th base any minute now. Yeah, he just has so much control of this game right now. CruZaGo hasn't even attempted a recall. I really thought he was going to.
Yeah, he definitely have energy on this arbiter. Yeah, he have both arbiters available to recall. Oh, sniping the High Templar.
Yeah, I just saw that. So CruZaGo is going Arbiter and Templar, and he's really mining off of 2 gas. It's so difficult to do. And then they just have it instantly picked off. But we do have a 3rd Arbiter out for CruZaGo. Really, 4 to 6 is the number you want as Protoss. Then you can stasis almost the entire army of Terran. But Gypsy, he's already got a vessel. If he gets off a sick EMP, like we saw versus Dragon yesterday, all those stasises will be wiped out.
Yeah, and Protoss army is very often clumped together, so one EMP can sometimes ruin a Protoss day. And I think Gypsy is ready to move out. 2-0 is almost done. He's making 3-0, and 2-1 is almost done. So he will live with almost whole limit of 2-1 Terran scary army.
Yeah, like you said, Gypsy moving out now. It's time. It's 15 minutes. His macro is kicked in. He's got about 9 factories or so. He's hurt CruZaGo's economy the whole game. All he really has to do is be careful of these stasis. Remember, Terran doesn't have a lot of vision.
Oh,
there's a stasis.
Oh, on one vessel. Oh, but this was not the arbiter that he died, I think.
Yeah,
oh, but he's going for counterattack. But
yeah,
look
I
how
like this
small
play.
this
All of
force is.
Gypsy's army is out of position. Oh my gosh, Terran. Oh man, there's so many tanks here, and actually the Dragoons are kind of in the back. What are they doing? Wow, the Zealots just melted. Look at supplies now, 180 to 20.
Yeah, this
Gypsy
is
just
total
absolutely
distraction.
demolishing Protoss.
Pretty nice stasis, but this was just not enough Protoss army, and now he don't have gateways to rebuild it. I think he's having around 10 gateways overall, so this is definitely not enough to rebuild and fight against 2-1 Terran limit.
Yeah, and now all Gypsy really has to do is just a move across the map. There's not enough production from CruZaGo. He's spent, like I said, he's spending his money really well. It's consistently low. The problem is just the probes at the top got denied for so long. He got denied in the main for so long. Now there's just nothing left.
Oh, he's going with a move into the Zealot, but I think he just can't do it with this amount of units.
Yeah, it's gonna be GG any moment now. Nothing left for CruZaGo. Oh man, not his game this game.
Very convincing win out of Gypsy, I would say, because we know that CruZaGo is a very good Protoss player, and Gypsy was playing like a boss against him.
Yeah, like I said, Gypsy's good. If you're playing versus Gypsy, I do not recommend playing a macro game. The idea CruZaGo had with that proxy pylon that we are pretty sure was going to be a proxy robo,
Yeah.
I really like that play, but unfortunately the map just does not allow that, I guess.
Yeah, and what will be... Let's check the next map and see what... Yeah, we will have Polaris Rhapsody as a second map being chosen by CruZaGo. So this is, oh, you said it before that this is pretty bad map for Terran versus Protoss. So
Yeah,
that's why he chose it.
Yeah, I think for sure this is the best Protoss versus Terran map in the pool. No third gas for Terran. If you go split map, it's so difficult to defend all the places for recall. Carriers are actually even better than Arbiters on that map, I think. So no shocker to me that CruZaGo picked it. And but we'll just have to see what he pulls out. Like I said, I think he likes mass gate style, but the fact he went 2-base Arbiter, maybe recently he changed his style up a bit.
Yeah, maybe he did, because I remember him playing in BSL4, and he was playing like this extremely good macro style, and he was like sending limit after limit just to clear Terran without any arbiters. Maybe he added some storms in the longer game, but this was it about tech units.
Yeah, exactly, and that's also my experience versus him.
Okay, Mr. Nyoken, can we have like 10 minutes of a break, because the time has come and I need to announce something.
All right.
All right, so I will be back in 10 minutes. So boys and girls probably, and all the genders that are here, because someone in the chat was offended because I called everyone boys and girls, and someone asked what about other genders. So okay, boys and girls, we are officially okay. So we have like 3 great news for you. First great news is that BSL 5 is starting on the first day of a new ladder, which will be Tuesday. So it will be, today we have Sunday, and BSL 5 will start on Tuesday. Second good news, BSL 6 will be right after BSL 5. So it means that when we will finish with BSL 5, BSL 6 will start immediately after that. And third good news is that BSL 5 and BSL 6 will be sponsored by Blizzard. So Blizzard gave to us a prize pool to run these 2 tournaments, which is BSL 5 and BSL 6. They also supported us to make our Bombastic Star League webpage. If you would like to see, this is Bombastic Star League webpage, and this is all thanks to Blizzard. So if you want to, yeah, this is our Bombastic Star League webpage. So you can already start and already make an account over there. You can already make BSL 5 account on the Battle.net and start practicing from Tuesday. On Tuesday, there should be a ladder reset, and on Tuesday you can start playing. The ladder stage will last from Tuesday to 3rd day of October, if I'm correct. Let me just confirm that. So yeah, so these are 3 good newses. And what are, if you don't know BSL, what are the biggest goals of BSL? First thing is that we would like to support the StarCraft Brood War community, and we are doing it just to give reason to practice for the Gosu players which are here on the scene, and we would like to give them reason to practice, give them reason to play, and encourage them to promote Brood War. And we, as BSL4, because on BSL4 we had an idea that we want to support also the players which are not in the highest level. There was a BSL Chobo League, and we also will run it too. So there will be BSL Pro League and BSL Chobo League. I will show you the format in a minute. So, and of course there will be the same idea. We are focusing on developing the talent of the players outside Korea, so it will be open for anyone outside Korea, and I hope everyone will join and everyone will start participating. You just need to create BSL 5 account. I will show you maybe the rules. This is, you just how can you start playing? You just need to make BSL 5 account, BSL 5 Hatchet, BSL 5 Hand. These are examples. You can make BSL 5 your own account. You just need to join our webpage, And on our web page, you just need to make your own account, sign up, add your account to the web page, and you will be displayed here if you will play one game. So after playing one game, you will be displayed in this ranked. So this is how you should start playing. Just make your account, just log in into our web page, and you can start playing from Tuesday, I believe. And excuse me, the most important thing right now is the format. What will be the format? Because if you are playing ladder stage, to advance to the Pro League, you will have to be top 20 of the ladder stage. Top 20 players from ladder stage will advance to round of 24 of Pro League, and top 21 players to 84 players. 64 players from these positions will advance directly to the Trouble League. And I want to mention that maybe before we'll go a little bit further, BSL 5 and 6, it will be shorter than BSL 4. The players was saying that the format was too long. The Swiss stage for 7 weeks was definitely too long for them. So we shortened that to make like BSL 4 was like 5 months, and I think BSL 5 and BSL 6 will be 6 to 7 months. So this will be a little bit shorter tournaments. But okay, let's go to the format. So top 20 players from the ladder plus top 4 players from previous season of Trouble League will play on round of 24 6 groups. Out of these 6 groups, 12 players will advance. Then we will have BSL Pro League, BSL 4, BSL 4 Pro League top 4 players, Dandy, Koget, Eonzek and Dewold, and they are seeded directly in the round of 16 of BSL 5, and they will join these 12 players who advance from round of 24, and we'll have round of 16 groups. ABCD, 2 groups are advancing, 2 people from 1 group are advancing. Then we will have, of course, best of 3 in every group in Pro League, and then best of 5 in the bracket, and finals will be 23rd of December. So from now on, we will start the ladder from Tuesday. It will end in 1 month after starting, and every week after it starts on Saturday and on Sunday, we will stream Pro League and Trouble League games for you boys and girls, of course, and all the genders. So BSL Trouble League will have a little bit different format, because we will have 8 groups, best of 8 groups, and 8 people in 1 groups. 8 people will play all against each other, and top 2 will advance. And further on, we will have the same situation like in the Pro League. So this first stage will be 8 people in 1 group, and 2 of them will advance. All of the games will be best of 1, and this will be the further format should be the same. So let me see the chat if you are listening. Oh, it's just a break. We will come back with the NA versus SA in few seconds. Okay, so what's the prize pool? Prize pool for BSL 5 will be $1,000, and prize pool for BSL 6 will be also $1,000. So we will it will be $400 for 1 place, $250 for 2nd place, and so on. You can see it on the screen. You can see it on the web page. So this is the prize money. And what is the map pool? Because we also changed the way how you vote map and the way how you veto maps. So for example, we will have 9 maps. After we will know how new ladder will look like and what will be the maps on new ladder, we will choose 5 maps from the ladder. There will be 2 new maps and 2 old maps. And for example, if you are playing best of 3, you should veto 1 map, one after another. The player who is higher in the ranked should decide if he wants to start veto first or second. So even if you are already seeded into the Pro League round of 24 or round of 16, it's always good to play BSL ladder, because you will be seated in a higher spot in the map banning system. So if you will ban your maps, then after banning 6 maps, one player is the player probably who is higher will pick first map, the second player will pick the second map, and the remaining map will be the map for the decider match. So I hope it's pretty easy. We wanted to do it just because everyone would know what is the first map, second map, and third map. And what about donations? Because I know you are asking. This is a tournament which is sponsored by Blizzard. You should like shout out to them, thank to them that they want to support Brood War. They also want to support us on their social medias, and I think this is something. What about the prize pool? Because we have this prize pool, and we also gathered some money for BSL 5 money, and this money will be spent for tournaments like top 16 players in the ladder we will make like $100 and $200 tournaments for these players. We will make King of the Hill tournaments, just like we did February with BSL and other tournaments. We will spend this money from donations into this tournament. Continental battles, we can make some kind of cash money into this continental battles. So this is where donation money will go, and this is how we will spend it, because the main tournament, which is BSL 5 and BSL 6, will be sponsored by Blizzard, and I think this is pretty interesting that we established $1,000 tournament for 2 more seasons. We had BSL 4 with some problems. We gained $1,000, and now Blizzard came to us and said that they wanted to make 2 more series, and I think it's good information, and I think pretty interesting tournament is coming, and I hope you like the format, you like the web page, you like the whole idea about BSL 5, BSL 6. Of course, here I should thank to Hatchet, to Han, to everyone who was helping to creating this web page, who was helping to write the code, to make a graphics. Graphics, of course, was made by hand, but there was some kind of intros, there is some kind of production value we have prepared for you, which other people made, and I would like to thank them all, because there is too much of them, and I can't thank everyone right now because it's getting too long. But huge thanks for you, that thanks to you it is possible, and I'm really happy that we are starting, because we was waiting for so long, and I know you wasn't you also was pressuring on us when BSL 5 is started, but we needed to make some to meet the requirements also to run this tournament, and now we got final approval. I think there should be news on Team Liquid also that we are starting BSL 5 soon, so you can start making your accounts, and from Tuesday you can start laddering and play in BSL 5. And I don't know what else can I say. Mr. Hatchet and Mr. Han maybe are in the chat, so they can remind me, but I think I said everything about new season. At least I said everything what I have written on this on this page. Of course, what are the tournament rules? The tournament rules are when you will click on the about on our web page. But of course, the main tournament rule, which is unwritten right here, is the main rule out of BSL 4, which is 0 is always right. So you should remember that. So okay, all you need to do is make BSL 5 account, BSL 5 prefix account, start playing from Tuesday, and join our Discord channel, sign up to the page, and have fun with Brood War. Thank you very much for everything, because I think it's also possible. It is possible thanks to you, because you are watching, you are interested in BSL, and I'm very happy that we are able to start the new season finally after a few months of a break. So this is what I wanted to announce. Thank you very much, and let's go to the North America versus South America, I guess. Okay, and please give us feedback. Please, like, if you will be on Blizzard webpage, please let them know that they did a good thing, that they supported Brood War, they supported Remaster, and that they supported Bombastic Star League. So I don't know what else to say. Probably you will have some questions, so we will try to answer them with Hatchet and with Han. I don't know if there are any questions, so we should go on with the North America versus South America. Please ask us question on Team Liquid. We will post it also on Twitter. We have our Bombastic Star League Twitter started. And this is our Twitter, so we will try to answer all your questions. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Nyoken. Excuse me that it takes so much time.
No problem. That's a sick announcement. Like I said, I've been looking forward to BSL, actually being a player and also casting it. So that's pretty hype, man, especially getting Blizzard behind it. That's really damn cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good news for Brood War overall, for the whole scene, that Brood War, that Blizzard is interested in our scene and is supporting it, and this is good news from my perspective.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. I'll have to check out that Team Liquid thread coming out and your website for details, because definitely playing in it looked so fun last season. Yeah, really, really hyped for this.
Okay, so I'm happy that we get through this announcement, and now I think we can go to the game number. Or maybe we can make like 5 minutes break, because I think we are streaming for 3.5 hours. So we will make 5 minutes break, and after this 5 minutes, we will go on with another game, CruZaGo versus Gypsy. Thank you for
sounds good.
tuning. advantage and giving advantage to the Protoss. So I'm wondering what Gypsy will do, because previously you said that it's pretty common to make some kind of starport drop just to like make something different than macro style, because it's not as effective over here. Let's see what Gypsy will do over because he's practicing with Mr. Nyoken, so I expect him to make maybe some kind of dropship.
Yeah. Gypsy used to be a Zerg player, and I suggested to him that he'd pick Terran just because when I watch him play, I think the way he screens switches and macros would benefit him a lot. So actually, he plays very similar to me. And I base all my play off of Last and Flash. I'm big time believers in their style. So we have similar styles. And I actually think that we're going to have a similar game to what we saw from Dandy, maybe a starport. I think Gypsy might actually skip the starport, just go straight 5-fact, 6-fact on this map. But yeah, big macro play from him. I do not expect to see a third base from him. I really do think it will be the 5-fact or 6-fact style.
So 5-fact or 6-fact just go into macro and try to crash the Protoss around like 10-11 minutes, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to let Protoss get to that 14-minute mark where they've got multiple arbiters, multiple stasis. It's going to be so difficult for Terran. And in this game, we've got Gypsy actually going for 12 gas. And this is kind of surprising to me because, well, no, it's not. The low ground on Polaris Rhapsody is actually kind of difficult to set up a good Sim City. And also, you actually get proxy gated on here quite a bit. And you don't want to have a low ground base when you know you're going to get proxy gated. So I like Gypsy's opener.
So it's not a very good map to start with gasless expansion, right? As a Terran.
Yeah, like I said, you get proxied so much. You can even get proxied in your main. I've had that happen a few times, but they can proxy to the right of where the probe is right now, at the bottom of the map. So many places to get proxied. I've even been proxied right where the probe is right now, a little higher. So yeah, proxy is very, very common on here.
And CruZaGo is starting very, very normally. He's going for the range upgrade. He's building one Dragon. I'm wondering if he will make expansion just after this Dragon, but I think after seeing that this is not gasless expansion, he will be producing Dragons all over with this one gateway at least.
Now we do have this probe on the mid right. It is a bit hidden. And like I said, CruZaGo, in my experience, was just a big gateway player. Gypsy might also have that same feeling about CruZaGo, and this might be actually a proxy robo, but actually the probe's moving, so maybe it's not. But I actually think I would have liked the proxy robo here because, like I said, I think Gypsy expects gateways, and a Reaver would just throw a wrench into Gypsy's build. Oh, actually, we do have an in-base robo. So if you guys have been watching KSL, this build has actually been making a big comeback. Instead of seeing one-base DTs like Terrans expect every time, we're actually going to see a one-base Reaver here.
And this is pretty weird from Gypsy because he went for the Vulture instead of add-on to the factories. So he will have really hard time to defend against this one Dragoon. And I don't know what this Vulture will do because he will not have any mines or so he will just be pure DPS unit.
Well, sometimes so. Gypsy's SCV was alive, and a lot of the times the Protoss players will want to deny the scouting from the SCV. And when Protoss players want to deny the scouting, that means the Dragoon is not going to attack you. So what Terran can do is they build a Vulture. Protoss does not expect a Vulture to be out. If the Dragoon ever gets out of position and Terran knows it, they just run into your base and just start killing probes. That's the purpose of it.
Yeah, and on that stage of the game, if he would kill like 3 or 4 probes, that would be ridiculous damage, and that would be incredible value. So yeah, maybe this have some like some purpose to do it. And
yeah, and actually I want to point out that after the Vulture was seen, look at CruZaGo's build. We have the observatory done. I think CruZaGo is now kind of confused about the Vulture. He might think it's actually a oh well, the command center's here. I was gonna say maybe he thinks it's a 2-fact, because really one base gate observer, that's really not a great build versus a fast command center like this.
Yeah, it was a good build like 5 years ago maybe that Protosser was playing that this fast observer into like 3 expansions probably, but right now he's going for very fast Citadel of Aduna, so it might be again very fast Arbiter from CruZaGo. So we was thinking that he is a pure macro player and he's going for Arbiter second game in a row.
Yeah, and like you said, it's going to be another Arbiter build, and I want to point out a little small difference in Gypsy's build. Last game we had a completed 550 armory. This time it's going to be about a 620 armory. That means your +1 is going to finish around the 10-minute mark, and that's about the time when Terran's looking to attack on 5-fact or 6-fact, and because it's Polaris, I think that would be a really slick timing for him, but it is 2-base Arbiter, and again, 2-base Arbiter is a great build to stop timing attacks.
Yeah, and 5 SCVs are not mining in Gypsy Natural, so this is pretty important thing just to repair it, because his economy is hurting a lot because of that. Probably he's busy putting mines in the map. I really like this mine. They are giving him vision and knowledge if Cruza is going for some kind of fast third expansion.
Yeah, I love these mines. Even if you don't expect them to hit anything, just having the vision is great. Sometimes a shuttle will run over top of them, and then you can respond to it immediately. Very nice mine placement. Of course, it is also denying the Nexus from going down if CruZaGo decides to expand. So very smart play from Gypsy. He has his second factory going. I'm expecting him to put... Oh, actually, he's going for a starport. So he's going to be putting down a little bit of harassment here, and then most likely follow up with 3 or 4 more factories.
And I really like the position of Gypsy right now, because he got quicker expansion than Cruza. Of course, he delayed some mining with this first Dragoon because of lack of tanks, but overall, his position he's pretty safe. He have 4 tanks, he have siege mode, and now CruZaGo is... Oh, this is just a speed for Citadel of Adon. This is no Arbiter, this is pure macro, as we expected.
Yeah, so this is just going to be a huge bust, and look at Gypsy. He's only got 2 factories. If he doesn't scout this coming, he could easily get run over. It's not like he has a great SimCity here. I personally like putting the a depot at the bridge and then combine it with a barracks that completes a full wall. Zealots would not be able to flood in here. Anything to limit the surface area of the Zealots would be great, because there's really no support for these tanks. We have 4 tanks, 2 vultures. If the Zealots get on top of the tanks, they're just going to get blown up.
Yeah, and this is the moment when Gypsy wants to produce every time he's producing something in the factory, he wants to produce tanks. So so he will not have vultures, as you said, and there will be no support for the speed lots. Of course, there will be like 5 gateways, not the biggest gateway count, but it might definitely surprise Gypsy.
Yeah, and I heard a couple scans go off. Gypsy is probably really confused. He knows that this is done. He's probably looking for the Archive. He's looking for the Stargate, but there is none. I don't think he expects this, but he might. I don't see a lot of vultures coming out. He really does need to get a ton of mines out. Look, he's building a turret in front of his base. Maybe he does think it is some type of bust.
Yeah, maybe he does. The tanks are already siege moded, and he's having 3 factories. He's building vultures, so maybe he will be prepared, because it looks like CruZaGo is not attacking, and I think the timing has come, I would say, because the speed lot is already done. He have 4 zealots in the shuttle. What else he can wait for?
Yeah, CruZaGo is moving his Dragoons into position. Like you said, I'm kind of surprised CruZaGo didn't attack. It really does look like it's going to be a timing attack. Okay, there he goes right now. But look at the supplies for Gypsy, 90 to 110. That's not bad. He's got a lot of mines set up. He's got a lot of turrets. The shuttle's going to have to be very careful if they want to drop onto the tanks. And these turrets, even if they don't kill the shuttle, they're going to mess up the Dragoon AI quite a bit.
Oh yeah, definitely, because they will start to shoot turret first.
Yeah, okay. Gypsy definitely knows something up. This 3rd base should have been completed. He scanned a lot of gateways, and now the army's not here at CruZaGo's base. Where else could it be? There's also no gas at the natural. So if I'm Gypsy, I'm spamming a ton of depots all over the place just to get any sort of wall up.
And beautiful run by of the Vultures. He killed like 6-7 probes. He's still killing more. So this is something which he's doing in the meantime. In the same time, he is trying to hold on. There is so many tanks. I don't think that CruZaGo will be able to bust it. Maybe the shuttle drop. Oh, the speed loads are connecting with the tanks. Maybe he will clear some of it. Oh, it's already on top of the tanks. So pretty dangerous bust.
But the army of CruZaGo's fizzling out. Only 6 Dragoons remain, and there's an equal amount of tanks. And this rally from CruZaGo, his Zealots are kind of just stuck on mid-left. They were not able to reinforce. Gypsy holds this attack, and now CruZaGo's in a terrible position. Gypsy's +1 has kicked in. He's got his 5 factories up. He's got his vessel going. Oh, man.
And look at the supplies. There is already advantage for Gypsy, and I really like that he immediately unsieged and was chasing these Dragoons. He understood that.
And now, actually, Gypsy is just going to take a third base because he knows that was a big commitment from the Protoss player. He's in a phenomenal position. It wasn't like he has to worry about Arbiters right now because he scanned. There was no Archive, no Stargate, no nothing. He just basically needs to just build more units, and because he's got a fast science facility, he actually has +2 going. Wow, his +2 is almost done already.
Oh my god, that's right, and he already have a vessel tech, but he don't need it because there will be no... Or maybe he will need it for Dark Templars because Templar Hives is on the way, and CruZaGo will try to attack probably one more time, but his position is not the best. And look at this Nexus position, maybe it's good, I don't know. In the third base. I think the mine messed up the position.
Oh yeah, it actually did. Wow, that one mine doing a lot of damage. And CruZaGo, he's got to make something happen. If Gypsy gets his third base, he's going to have +2. He's going to insta-max. We don't even have the Arbiter Tribunal yet. Stargate just started. Gypsy's going to max super fast. Wow, look at his factory count. Up to 8 now. Even if they're just pure Vultures, his army's so scary. In that fight that we just had, he only lost 3 tanks, so the tank count is actually still really high.
Yeah, and Vultures with +2 upgrade, attack upgrade, are very dangerous, especially that CruZaGo will... The only weapon against tanks will be Zealots, and Vulture will take care of the Zealots very easily.
Yeah, I think Gypsy probably waiting for maybe 1 or 2 rounds of production, get mines out on the map, and then it's going to be go time. He's got his +2, he's got his vessel. I'm not sure if he has EMP, but if he has EMP and he EMPs just a clump of units, you're going to see Protoss units die so fast you won't even know what happened.
Yeah, that's true. If you will, like as you said, if you will EMP 24 Dragoons, it's 2,400, around 2,000 HP, which one vessel can kill with one spell. It's much more than one storm probably.
Oh, and CruZaGo's out in the middle of the map. I guess he's trying to stall the push, but there's just so much from Gypsy. There's no way CruZaGo can fight this. He really needs something like Storm, and as I look at the natural, he does have quite a few Templars. He's going to need some 6 Storms. I'm looking for a shuttle. Do we have a shuttle? But he could definitely turn the tide if he has some sick Storm drops.
Oh yeah, definitely. If he will pull some good Storms, he still got a shot, but now the advantage is definitely on Gypsy side. He don't have that big supply advantage, but I think the Protoss should have the supply advantage. Oh, he will snipe! Oh, I thought he will snipe the High Templars. And
yeah, I'm looking at this vessel. I guess we don't have EMP, but there's the first Storm, a pretty good one. But the units from Protoss are just fizzling out. We have almost nothing left here. The tank line is so big.
It's just too much of a Terran.
Yeah, and now almost the entire Gateway army got wiped out. Gypsy is on top of the big platform. If he can get all the way to the very edge, he'll be able to shoot down the third, shoot down reinforcements coming in, and he's rallying even more Vultures across the map.
Yeah, and you are right, Gypsy is very good in macro game, and you don't want to play against him macro game because now he's floating more and more units, he's constantly producing units in his factories, and he's out macroing the CruZaGo. Really nice Zealot drop on top of the tanks, but there was just too much Terran forces.
Yeah, after that missed attack from CruZaGo, really not much you really committed to that. Nothing behind it, no Arbiters, no Templar. Just unfortunate for him. But Gypsy playing like a god, really hitting his macro, hitting +2, just stomping the Protoss.
So We are having 5-4 score for North America, if I'm correct.
Yeah, 5-4. And now it comes down to me.
Yeah.
Will NA win or will we tie?
So we should like make the how happy Nyoken is test, and then we will know.